No Cobra ban is in sight. Bananza's open all night. Lucky for you, that's what I like, that's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like, that's what I like. Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? Hope you enjoyed another one of those MLG intros. When I'm feeling down, for those you know, I'm really feeling it. So if I can count properly, that's the 8th one I've done in total. 2 more and I might think about making a mini compilation of them. Tell me what you guys think. Obviously I could just link all the videos with MLG intros instead of making an entire video about it, but I plan to add a little extra to it, so that is why I bring it up. Anyways, what we are doing today is something I've done several times before. However, all of those times were well over a year ago, and it has not been possible to do in arenas lately for the very reason that Cobras have been permabanned from Bananza. Well, except for today, I have no idea if this is the first time the ban has been lifted, but I'm going to take full advantage of it regardless, by stomping on some kids with super early ZOMG rushes. So what I will need is 2 towers in the farm and Cobra, the third one being anything of my choice. It doesn't really matter cause I don't plan on this going past round 15 anyways. But I choose ace just in case the opponent decides to send a sneaky combo regrow rush or something, though I certainly don't expect that to happen considering the average level of play in Bananza. So yeah, farms and Cobras. The only thing more dangerous than these guys on Bananza is a 3-1 lead. Those are the keys to fucking up shit in this arena. You won't succeed with just one of the two, you'll need both to guarantee a quick game, although I suppose you could get away with just the Cobra and spam Bloon adjustment and hope they die to it. Round 14 adjustment is pretty damn hard to defend for the average Joe. So quick rundown of what I'm doing for these games. First, farm like crazy. A factory by round 6 or 7 is generally the norm. I prefer getting 2 factories up, and at that point I start going ham on the offensive push Cobras, which if you didn't know already allows you to send Bloons 1 round earlier. So yes, that is how I achieved the round 5 and 6 ZOMGs, and round 12 on this game specifically. Even though Dr. P is bringing farms of his own, he's got 0 chance. You know, the guy has no idea what he's doing when he upgrades his farms while 10 ZOMGs are on the damn screen coming his way. So yeah, it was actually the Bloon adjustment that killed him surprisingly, which is a shame I guess. I wanted him to feel the wrath of those ZOMGs for longer. That's game 1, and it's safe to say the rest of these games will play out the same way. Only thing that changes is the map, the 3rd tower in the opponent's name, which I totally support for this current guy, Cobra. Anyways, talking about the game all the time gets boring for a while, especially when I'm always in a monotone mood that requires interesting commentary to stay, well, interesting. So let us shift focus onto something else. I suppose I will start by bringing up the poll results of the last video. Thanks to everyone who voted honestly on the poll. I was pleasantly surprised about the amount of people who went to vote, over 2,000 in a day. Well done, but was not surprised about the results, nor the fact that some people still decided to be a rebel and cheat despite everything I said against it. Yes, I can tell there are some people cheating by the fact that more people got 9 out of 9 correct than 6, 7, or 8. Actually, speaking of 8, I don't know if you know this, but in a matching quiz it's impossible to get 1 off a perfect score, cause if you got 1 matchup incorrect then that means the actual answer will also have the wrong matchup. But somehow 34 people still managed to get 1 off a perfect score on this poll, so they must have had a colossal fuck up somewhere. Anyways, the average score on the guessing game was 2.77 out of 9, which is slightly inflated by the cheaters, so instead here is the median, which was 2 out of 9. Either way, the results still speak volumes about the problems this skin could potentially cause. That does it for the skins. What's next now? Well, I think last video I also talked about how I planned to make a video previously that never came to fruition because of certain circumstances I did not name, but I will name it now. So the plan was to do some good old Tap Titans 2, which if you don't know was a game I occasionally uploaded here on my channel. It's been over 2 months since the last episode, and since Bloons was starting to grow stale with video ideas again, I figured why the fuck not, let's throw some TT2N to appease the fans. But then shit hit the fan. Since it's a mobile game, I normally switch to Android emulators like BlueStacks to do the recording, and when I opened the game up on there, I was met with a nasty 3-letter word no one wants to hear when they play games. Lag. Lag so bad that there's no way I can put this shit up on YouTube. It was never a problem the last time I opened up this game on BlueStacks 2 months ago, but I'm assuming some recent updates to Tap Titans created some new performance issues on emulators. I know it isn't BlueStacks' problem since I opened up BTD 5 right after and everything was smooth sailing. Now before anyone starts shouting ISAB, why don't you try another emulator like Nox? That's exactly what I already tried after being given some suggestions from members of my clan, but guess what? Same freaking problem. So yeah, unless the lag magically goes away after an update, it's safe to say I won't have any new content coming for that game, not that it's any popular on YouTube to be worth making so many videos for anyways. As for whether you'll be seeing any new content for other games not named Bloons, I'm gonna put my money on no, cause I'm too much of a pussy to risk getting dislikes, losing subs, getting 0 views and killing my channel from uploading non-Bloons content. Hell, I'd even restrict it to just battles and BTD 5, cause the last time I uploaded a Bloons game that wasn't those two, it was Bloons Super Monkey 2, and we all know how well that did, so well that I literally dug a huge hole for myself until I started spamming battles content again. So if you ever wonder why 99% of my uploads is battles, well, there's your answer. Based on how I built up my audience, it's basically impossible to jump ship to another game or genre unless you literally don't give a shit about your channel tanking. If you want a good example of such, just search up X-Expert HD. But sometimes I do wish I could switch games on this channel freely, that way you don't get caught in a pickle when popularity of the game stalls or dips. Anyways, that's enough YouTube real talk for today. And that's also enough battles gameplay for today. Who needs to send round 13 fast cooldowns OMGs as overkill when your Bloon adjustment is already enough overkill for this Phoenix wizard? Shit's too easy, I say. One more game cause I say so, but I'm going to go now. Hope to see you all in the next video, which let me just say right now is going to be quite spicy. So leave an upvote if you want to see that. Have a crazy day.